Hi guys, today let's understand the different angles which are formed when a transversal intersects two parallel lines. So what is a transversal? Any line which cuts a given set of lines is known as a transversal. So if we look at the diagram, AB and CD are two parallel lines and MM dash as well as NN dash are our two transversals. Now in this video we will be understanding what are linear pair of angles, corresponding and alternate angles, interior angles and then the vertically opposite angles. Now any angle has two arms. So any two angles which share a same arm and their other arms form a straight line, then these angles are known as a linear pair of angles. Now their property is that the sum of the measures of such angles will always be 180 degree. So if we consider AB and CD as the parallel lines and MM dash is cutting them at points P and Q, then we see that angle MPB and angle MPA are forming a linear pair. So why is that? Because PM is their common arm and their other arms which are PB and PA are forming a straight line. So in the same manner we'll also have angle MPA and APQ, angle MPB and BPQ, then angle PQD and PQC and so on. All these are linear pairs. Let's now understand what are corresponding angles. Now these angles are formed one below the other at the exact same position or at the matching corner. Now their property is two angles which form corresponding angles, their measures are equal. So for example we have angle MPB and PQM because they are at the same corners. Same way angle MPA and PQC and BPQ and angle DQM dash. Now how do we identify alternate angles is that they lie on the opposite sides of the transversal and forming a Z. So if you observe angle BPQ and angle PQC, they lie on opposite sides of the transversal as well as they form a Z. Same way even angle APQ and angle PQD form alternate angles. So just like corresponding angles, even the alternate angles are equal in measure. Then we have the interior angles. So these are the angles which lie between two parallel lines and their measures add up to 180 degree. So in this diagram we'll have angle APQ and PQC and then angle BPQ and PQD which form the interior pair of angles. Now vertically opposite angles, as their name suggests, they lie opposite to each other and these angles have a common vertex. Now such angles have the property that they are equal in measure. So if you see angle MPB and angle APQ, their common vertex is P and they are lying on the opposite side of each other. Same is in the case of angle PQC and angle DQM dash. So you can find more such angles as well. I have listed a few below. So now that we have understood these angles, let's solve some problems. So our first question is to find the values of A, B and C given in the diagram. Now since angle MPB is given to be 35 degree, so therefore angle PQD, which is our A, also will be equal to 35 degrees because it is forming corresponding angle with angle MPB. Now angle B and angle A, they form a Z, that is they are alternate angles. So their values will be equal. So even B is 35 degree. And lastly, angle A and C, they are having PQ as the common arm and the other arms are forming a straight line. So they are linear pair and their sum would add up to 180 degree. So therefore angle C is equal to 180 minus 35, which is 145 degree. Now let's look at an example where we have three parallel lines and we need to find the values of Z, phi Z and X. So we have been given angle ERM dash is equal to 150 degree. So when you observe, you'll notice that angle X is a vertically opposite angle of angle ERM dash. So from the property we know that such angles are equal. So angle X is 150 degree. Now phi Z and Z, both these angles are forming interior pair of angles because they are lying between two parallel lines and on the same side of the transversal. So their values will add up to 180 degree. Therefore phi Z plus Z is 180 degree, which gives the value of Z as 30 degree and phi Z as 150 degree. Now in the second part of this video, let's understand the terms complementary and supplementary angles. Now the angles whose measures add up to 90 degree are said to be complementary And similarly, angle whose measures add up to 180 degree are said to be supplementary angles. So by understanding this, we'll know that linear pair as well as interior pair of angles are the type of supplementary angles, because as we saw earlier, they add up to 180 degree. Now lastly, let's solve few examples on this concept. So if an angle whose measure is 55 degree is given to us, how would we find its complementary angle? So let the complementary angle of 55 degree be y degree. So going by the definition, we know that y plus 55 is 90 degree. Therefore, the value of y is 35 degree. Now the next example is if angle A and angle B are said to be supplementary angles and the measure of angle B is given to us, then how would we find the measure of angle A? So now going by the definition of supplementary angles, they would add up to 180 degree. Therefore, angle A plus x plus 20 degree is 180 degree. So that gives the measure of angle A as 160 minus x degrees. Now let's look at our last example. We have to find the supplement of the complement of angle A, which is measuring 35 degree. So first let's begin by finding the complement of angle A. So that will be equal to 90 minus 35 degree, which is 55 degree. Now then next we have to find the supplement of this angle. So the supplement will be equal to 180 minus 55 degree, which is 125 degree. So the supplement of the complement of 35 degree is 125 degree. So that's all I have for you today guys. Hope this video was helpful and thank you for watching.